So here's what Trump's incoming border czar has said and done about border deportations. This is the message you want to send. And the dude's coming for people, a lot of people. So Homan has made a name for himself during the first Trump administration after being appointed acting director of ICE and immediately began ramping up deportations. In the first 3 months of Trump's first term and under Homan's leadership, ICE arrested more than 41,000 illegal immigrants, which was 38% increase over the same period from the year before. Homan impressed Trump as acting ICE director, and the president tapped him to lead ICE permanently. But in April 2018, Homan announced that he was retiring over family and personal considerations. So he's been kind of what I listened to in an interview is he's kind of been talking, oh, you know, like, I'll come back, I'll work for free. Like, we need to get this under control. Trump gave him the opportunity and, well, he's back. He says, look, you want to know why there's 50,000 people in detention? You want to know why we are having 1 million illegal entries in the United States? You want to know why we have these issues? Because you have failed to secure the border, Homan said. You have failed to support the president to close these loopholes. So there is a clip where Homan was in Congress here, and look, he's not wrong.
You were saying that. I wish somebody in Democratic leadership would say that out loud. Look, you want to know why there's 50,000 people in detention? You want to know why we have 1 million illegal entries in the United States? You want to know why we have these issues? Because you have failed to secure the border. You have failed to work with this president to close the 3 loopholes we've asked for 2 years to close. So if you want to know why this issue exists, you need to look in the mirror. You have failed American people for not securing the border and closing loopholes.
Mr. Homan, please respect the chair and the authority of the chair. The time of the gentleman has expired.
I've asked you politely to let me go beyond my time, and you let other people go beyond their time, but not to Tom Homan. He don't get to go beyond his time.
Mr. Homan, we have approved an agreement between the Republicans and the Democrats with the ranking member. We increased the time of one member of Congress who was interrupted by a protest. That is done with the approval of the ranking member. Please respect the chair's authority.
I respect the chair's authority, but the chair...
Mr. Homan!
You work for me. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a taxpayer. You work for me.
The witness will suspend.
Yes. We need somebody like that. Just sitting there, putting a Democrat in their place, thinking like they're all high and mighty, right? They're above the rest of us. Good for you, Tom. Good for you. Sticking up for yourself. Sitting there trying to silence you. No, we ain't gonna allow it to happen. We ain't gonna allow it to happen. And you know, he's like that with everybody, by the way. He tell it like it is. He tells it like it is. Here's the Democrats, and here's Tom's hand slapping that shit out.
And your name is on this. Is this correct?
Yes, I signed that memo.
So you are the author of the family separation policy?
I am not the author of this memo.
You're not the author, but you signed the memo?
Yes, a zero tolerance memo.
So you provided the official recommendation to Secretary Nielsen on for the United States to pursue family separation?
I gave Secretary Nielsen numerous recommendations on how to secure the border and save lives.
But it says here that you gave her numerous options, but the recommendation was option 3, family separation.
What I'm saying, this is not the only paper where we've given the Secretary numerous options to secure the border and save lives.
And so the recommendation, of the many that you recommended family separation.
I recommended zero tolerance.
Which includes family separation.
The same as is with every U.S. citizen parent gets arrested when they're with a child.
Zero.
Just that silence. The silence is what gets me. She doesn't know what to say. Oh, Tom, stop it.
Zero tolerance was interpreted as the policy that separated children from their...
If I get arrested for DUI and I have a young child in the car, I'm going to be separated. When I was a police officer in New York and I arrested a father for domestic violence, I separated that father from his family.
Mr. Homan, with all due respect, legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're into the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum and go through the port of entry, do it the legal way. The Attorney General of the United States has made that clear.
Okay.
He's the best, dude. This guy does not mess around, man. Oh, we got more. Again, the title of today's show is Donald Trump sending a clear message to the world. You start with this guy, right? Going, hey, you know what? We're going to start protecting our borders again. We're going to start protecting national security, which we have a new national security advisor. We're going to go through the people, folks. Don't worry. I got you taken care of. You're going to see Donald Trump forming his cabinet. We got a lot of new positions being filled. Just hold tight. Here's some more of Tommy Tom.
They stopped the border wall. They canceled Remain in Mexico. They reinstated catch and release. They proposed amnesty for millions, along with free health care. And now we have a record illegal migration, a record number of women and children being sex trafficked, a record number of Americans dying from fentanyl, a record number of known as suspected terrorists sneaking across our border. And here's what you need to know. This isn't mismanagement. This isn't incompetence. This is by design, and it's a choice. It's national suicide. But you know what? On November 5th, the American people do have a choice, and they're going to stop this madness. I got a message. As a guy who spent 34 years deporting illegal aliens, I got a message to the millions of illegal aliens that Joe Biden's releasing our country in violation of federal law. You better start packing now.
Oh, shit. Yo. Woo. Daddy Tom ain't happy. Daddy was out for a while, a little bit of retirement, but he's coming back. And this is the clip that we saw yesterday. And it says everything you need to know. And then we'll move forward.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
Snoop Dogg. Yo. Whoa. It gets me every time, dude. Of course there is. Families can be deported together. Oh my God.